Welcome to In Solidum Lawyers channel. Today, we'll tackle a crucial topic for Ecuador's business and economic landscape: corporate corruption, its impact and prevention strategies. Join us to learn how to face this challenge. Corporate corruption is one of the biggest risks to the integrity and sustainability of businesses in Ecuador, posing a serious threat to the nation's economic growth. When corruption infiltrates an organization, it jeopardizes financial stability, tarnishes reputation, erodes client trust, and impacts employee well-being. On a national scale, corrupt practices distort competition, deter foreign investment, and weaken trust in institutions, affecting all market players. In Ecuador, the organic law of transparency and anti-corruption establishes clear standards and sanctions to combat such practices. However, compliance goes beyond avoiding sanctions. It involves fostering a culture of ethics and transparency that reinforces a company's values and societal role. This requires a strategic approach focused not only on preventing fraud and illegal practices, but also on building a work environment where all members feel responsible for upholding high standards of integrity. In this video, we'll explore three key areas. First, the impact of corruption on a business and the broader business environment. Second, warning signs that can help detect corrupt practices early. And third, the legal tools and policies needed to strengthen transparency and shield against these risks. If you're in a leadership role or are interested in business management, this guide offers valuable tools for tackling one of the most serious challenges facing the corporate sector in Ecuador. Corporate corruption negatively impacts multiple aspects of a business and the environment in which it operates. For the organization, corruption represents a significant financial burden, including costs from internal investigations, fines, legal sanctions, and lost contracts, only part of the direct economic impact. Reputationally, a company linked to corrupt practices suffers a deteriorated image, which can result in the loss of clients, partners, and long-term business opportunities. Internally, this loss of trust also affects employee morale and commitment, potentially leading to decreased loyalty within the company. In a competitive environment, corruption disrupts market rules. Companies that rely on corrupt practices may gain contracts or access resources unfairly, affecting others operating ethically. This creates inequality in competition and discourages ethical growth among companies and entrepreneurs. On a macroeconomic level, this lack of transparency in the private sector fosters uncertainty, reducing foreign investment and complicating the development of large-scale projects. Ultimately, corporate corruption is a significant barrier to Ecuador's economic and social development, limiting sustainable growth and job creation. Combating it is essential for both businesses and the broader economy. Detecting corrupt practices early is crucial to mitigating risks and protecting a company's integrity. There are several warning signs businesses should look out for. One of the most common indicators is the presence of opaque business relationships or suppliers with unjustified exclusivity. It's also essential to watch for payments or transactions that lack sufficient documentation or are associated with incomplete or suspicious records. Another indicator is higher discretion granted to certain employees without the necessary controls, which opens the door to potential misappropriation or fund diversion. Moreover, a lack of transparency in decision-making processes, especially regarding contract awards or fund management, is a clear indicator of possible corrupt practices. In these cases, audit and compliance departments play an essential role. Regular audits and financial data analysis can identify patterns or irregular transactions, such as payments to unknown accounts or contract splitting, to avoid oversight. Implementing a preventive approach with continuous monitoring and training on business ethics reduces the risk of corruption and strengthens compliance culture across the organization. Collaboration across departments and commitment from senior management are also crucial to maintaining transparency in all business operations. Preventing corruption within a company requires a structured strategy tailored to the specific risk of the sector. First, it is essential to implement a clear code of ethics and anti-corruption policy that establishes the standards of conduct and integrity expectations across all levels of the organization. This policy should be supported by compliance procedures that are periodically reviewed and updated to adapt to regulatory changes and emerging threats. Second, companies must invest in ongoing training programs on ethics and compliance to ensure that employees, managers, and suppliers recognize and avoid improper practices. Establishing secure, confidential reporting channels, such as helplines or anonymous online platforms, is also crucial to allow staff and third parties to report suspicious activity without fear of retaliation. Internal audits play a key role in preventing corruption. Regular audits and oversight of key processes such as contract awards or financial resource management allow for timely identification of risk areas and corrective actions. Finally, having a compliance team oversee the implementation of these policies ensures that preventive measures remain effective and aligned with Ecuador's legal standards. Preventing corruption should be a priority in organizational culture, with senior management support to promote transparency and integrity in every operation. In summary, corporate corruption is not just a legal issue, but a serious risk to the integrity and future of any business. Adopting preventive measures and fostering a culture of transparency and ethics are essential to mitigate this threat. At In Solidum Lawyers, we are committed to providing the support and guidance you need to implement effective prevention strategies, protect your assets, and build a strong and trustworthy business environment. If you found this video helpful, we invite you to subscribe to our channel, leave a comment, and share this content to help spread awareness of the importance of preventing corporate corruption. See you in the next analysis.